Good evening, glory, hallelujah to you. What the heck's your story and what's going through you? I'm your host, Pat Renwick. It is Wednesday night and it is time for the glorified version of the Bass and Talk Show. Give it up for you, Bass Galaxy. Hello, how are you? Yes. Good to see you and good to be back from the Carolina Swang. And, of course, we are bringing you tonight the Kings of the Carolinas, your Bassmaster Elite champions. From Lake Murray, Drew Benton coming aboard. Yes! And fresh off his Sante Cooper victory, the one and only Mr. Luke Palmer. That's right, yeah. Luke Palmer, come on. Yes, sir. And there they, hey, Bass Galaxy, there you are. Ka-chong. And special guests galore. We got something pretty cool worked up. I think you're going to like it. All has to do with the journey to Bass and Victory. Hey, I want to remind everybody out there on the chat board tonight on the Straycast Bookface, Rock and Shoal Fantasy, working it on there. Give it up for the Rock and Shoal Fantasy. Send your questions in. To Rock and Shoal, right, Change? To Rock and Shoal Fantasy. And he's also taking care of the like and share contest tonight. So get this. If you're just tuning into this show for the first time ever, we give stuff away. It's just what we do. We're like hobbits in the forest, and we give stuff away. And tonight, there's not one. There's not two. There's 3 like and share contests. That's right. 3 of them. Uno, dos, tres. I'm going to tell you about them in a minute. But get ready. All you got to do is like and share the live Facebook feed, and you got 3 chances at goodness coming your way, Bass and Goodness. Speaking of Bass and Goodness, you know who's the best dang producer in the Bass Galaxy? It's the one and only. He's right on the head like a Bassin producer. Dog. Straight out. It's Andrew Ellenberger. He's a Ginger Ninja.
What's up, Pat? What's up, Bass Galaxy?
Ginge, I missed you.
Missed you.
I'm happy to be back here at the Straycast Studios, and I know you've been keeping busy with the boys with the Into the Great Wide Opens.
Yeah.
With Brad and Jamie, and I did not look today, but I know they just got out of the heat of the derb. So we're gonna check. And best of luck to everybody out there fishing the opens. It's the Wild West out there.
Oh,
we're
boy.
not gonna kid you. It's the dang Wild West out there.
Gauntlet.
Now get this. I told you before, there's not 1, there's not 2, but there's 3 like and share opportunities tonight for you, the Bass Galaxy. First deal, here's what you got to do. Like and share the Facebook feed. 1 time for the Line and Lure giveaway. That's right, the good old standard KVD, Kevin Van Darn, Line and Lure spray. Stuff's amazing. Slices, dices, and even catches mices. And all you got to do is like and share the live Facebook feed for your chance to win a $50 pack worth of Line and Lure, BTS, and Armor Shield, courtesy of Isaac from Line and Lure. That's pretty easy. Get that. Here's the second one. The second one up on the roster. Both of these gentlemen credited Power Pole Products for their victories. Drew Benton says, hey, man, with that trolling motor, dude, it's just swift and silent and secure. Boom, there it is. The new Move Power Pole motor. No, we're not giving that away. And then, and Luke Palmer, he was like making 30 flips per tree, Bass Galaxy, and he power poled down for pleasure. So, in honor of that, Kurt over at Power Pole is giving away the official Power Pole Fun Pouch swag bag. That's right. It's just some Power Pole goodness to you, the Bass Galaxy owners of Power Pole. You can wear it proud. Some cool swag. There's the second one. Now, the third one. Get this. This is the deal. A pair of Waterland sunglasses via Luke Palmer and the good people at Waterland. That's right. Luke saw his way to success over at Sandy Cooper, and there it is. Waterland giving it away. So 3 chances to win something tonight. The line and lure spray, the Waterland sunglasses, and, of course, the Power Pole swag bag. Boom. That easy. Hey, I want to thank everybody over at Bassmaster for another amazing time at Lake Murray. Wow. What an organization Bassmaster is, and it is a well-oiled machine and a cool time. The tournaments are amazing. If you have not attended a Bassmaster Elite Series event, may I recommend you do so, coming soon to a theater near you. Wherever you live, go to one. Check them out. You're going to love it. Hey, speaking of Bass Galaxy, can we give a loud round of applause for Laura from Bass? It's her birthday today. Laura runs the South. That's right. Laura's doing an awesome job over there at Bass. And that's the happy hoy birthday. I was trying to sing in another language, but I don't know what I was singing. But happy birthday. Andy, you had birthday music ready. That's outstanding. Happy birthday, Laura, and thank you. You know what's the coolest thing about Laura? She loves her job at Bass, and she loves bass fishing. So we love that about Laura. That's pretty cool. Happy birthday, Laura. Happy birthday to you. Hey, moving right along, I want to thank Bill and Darlene Weidler again for getting me out of another mess. I just seem to be, I'm pretty tough on equipment. And then I seem to knock things loose and things like that. And Bill gets me out of another jam. So thank you very much to Bill and Darlene over at Impulse Lithium. If you haven't checked them out, check them out, impulselithium.com. Andy, I was in South Carolina. I got my hands on the coal shed. I stole it off of the desk at Brad Rutherford's office. I did. And I love it. The coal shed is, I'm sorry. I just beat myself in the face with the microphone. The coal shed is amazing. And I only got the 8-inch one, the big donger. Dude, it's good. I can't tell you. I'm not really a swim baiter. You know me. I'm a chunker and a winder. I'm a spinner bugger and a chatter bugger and a plugger, crank baiter and a flipper. But, bud, I'm a swim baiter now. And it's all because of the coal shed. Thank you. I can't wait for those things to come out. I think it's available 2026. They'll be available. Andy, no, seriously, we're going to get those going. Hey, Half a Spot Official. If you have not signed up for the Half a Spot Official application, you're missing out. Check it out. halfaspotofficial.com or download the app on your smartphones. Crestliner Boats, the XF189, keeping the platform going. You know what I mean? Keeping the platform stable. And, Ginge, I got good news. Guess what? Our Bob's Jack plates are coming. Yes, finally, Ginge. We got it going on. Hey, you know who is, I see wait, what is going on? He looks like he's in a prison yard. Is this guy in a prison yard? Is it time? Whoa, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Luke Foley. He's the Whiskey Gypsy. Are you, you know that Hard Knock Life video from Austin Powers where Mini-Me has the thing on his head, like the scarf?
That's true.
It's a Hard Knock Life. Yeah. Are you in a prison courtyard right now?
No, I'm in a back alley doing an event at the Vogue in Broad Ripple, and we got a lot of hip hop going in there.
Okay.
And we're pouring tequila, and I had to step out to where I can hear you. So, in fact, Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life was playing about 20 minutes ago. So it's funny you said that.
The bitter irony of it all. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Luke Foley. He's the Whiskey Gypsy from Tin Cup Whiskey. Comes aboard he comes aboard this crazy train every time we're on a Wednesday night. And Luke, thanks for making Tin Cup Whiskey the official brown liquor of Bassin. It seems like everybody in Bassin, when they're on the brown hooch, they're on the Tin Cup. You know what I mean?
It seems like it. You say you're a swim baiter now, Pat?
Yeah, I'm a swim baiter. I pretty much just throw swim baits when I'm not flipping or winding a plug or a spinner bait or a chatterbait. Yeah, or top.
All right.
Yeah, I'll show you. When you coming down?
Probably middle of May.
Okay, they'll still be going. They're doing their thing. We have the flower moon happening Friday. It's May's moon. You know how they say April shower bring May flowers?
Yeah.
Well, this full moon in May is the flower moon, and it is going to happen. You know what I mean? It's going to happen.
which is going to coincide with the 10 cup word of the day.
What are you saying?
Spawn.
Spawn.
This is about damn time.
Wow, yeah, it is. Let those girls drop. You know what I mean? Come on, big girls.
Come on now.
Drop them.
I had to catch them on freaking jerkbait Saturday. You all know how much I hate throwing that.
Luke Foley, the Whiskey Gypsy, says anytime that you hear the word spawn, take a sip. And it could be a sip of tin cup whiskey. It could be a nice cold Coca-Cola. It could be a cafe con leche. And when you take a sip responsibly whenever you hear the word, what, Foles?
Spawn.
Spawn. There it is. Hey, here's the spawn.
That's right.
Nice. Foley,
that's right.
You look
it's
good.
It's been a crazy spring.
Yeah, you look good in prison.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For those of you that are listening on the podcast tomorrow, Foley is in pinstripes in some sort of courtyard. He has a tattoo now on his face. And there's teardrop, yes, on his face. And it seems to be some sort of serial number on his shirt. That's Luke Foley.
Oh, this is just my Vogue badge.
Oh, okay.
Says I'm a
Vogue.
Says I'm a vendor.
You are a bougie BA. You know what I mean?
Well,
hey, Foles, get this. I'm going to tell everybody before we put the power poles down here. 3 like and shares. 1, line and lure spray. Boom, $50 worth of the whole montage of products. Line and lure family. Okay. Second thing, power pole swag bag. Goodness. And Foles, you can win any of these tonight. Okay.
All right.
Power pole swag bag. Courtesy of Kurt at Power Pole. Third thing, get this, Waterland sunglasses. Because Palmer's a champ. He saw his way to victory at Waterland. 3 like and shares. All you got to do, like and share the live Facebook feed. Boom. Your chance to win 3 of these deals. Right there. What do you think about that, Foles?
Sounds great.
Hey, you want to get the party started?
Great.
Where's Courtney tonight?
I do.
Where's Courtney?
She's waiting on me at a restaurant. Yeah, I'm gonna take her out to eat because I've been working a bunch. I haven't been around, and then I'm gonna go fishing this weekend.
Well, right. You better catch her.
I got to take her out.
I want videos of the Whiskey Gypsy setting the hook. You got a fierce hook set. I need videos.
I can't freaking wait to lean on him, but I've been sitting there freaking jerking. God, it's terrible.
Come see me. I'll show you where we're at. I'll show you where we're at. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Luke Foley. He's the Whiskey Gypsy. Thank you, Luke, to you and your company, Tin Cup Whiskey, for your support of bass fishing and bass fishing conservation. Let's not forget. It's Luke Foley. Hey, let's put the power poles down.
Thanks,
we're coming back with Drew Benton and Luke Palmer simultaneously. It's a win-win situation. See you in a minute.
It'll be a fun show.
Thanks, bud.
All right. Good night.
Later. Love you, bro.
What's up, guys? It's Laura and Mandy here. We just want to take a second and congratulate Luke Palmer on an awesome first Bassmaster Elite Series win last week at the AFCO Bassmaster Elite at Safety Cooper with a whopping 96 pounds, 14 ounces.
So close to 100.
Hey, maybe you'll get it next week at Lay Lake, bud. But yeah, we just want to say we're super proud of you and congratulations.
Cheers. What's up, guys? It's Lauren.
There's a moment when you're faced with a challenge, and just solving the problem isn't good enough, even if that means breaking the rules and shredding apart conventional ways of thinking, all in the name of creating something truly remarkable. With this much control at its command, we didn't stop with just one. We created 2 incredible trolling motors. Introducing the new Power Pole Move brushless trolling motor.
This is the mountain, and this is mountain whiskey. Unspoiled, untamed, forever wild. There's no safety net, no way down. Up here, it's just man, and the mountain, and his tin cup. Tin Cup Whiskey. Mountain whiskey.
Want to know the difference between power bait and other soft plastics? Ask the fish. Berkeley scientists have. Thousands of flavors tested on thousands of fish. Natural. Man-made. Every bait that's ever hit the water. No matter the shape, size, or color, power bait is the only one that is scientifically proven. Fish bite and will not let go.
Nice, dude. Yeah, buddy.
Realize your boat's potential with outboard performance accessories that improve the handling, speed, and economy of your boat. Find your perfect accessory from Bob's Machine.
Welcome back, welcome back. This is the glorified version of a Bass and Talk Show. Please make no mistakes about that at all. And Bass Gal, are we ready to do this? I think we're ready to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, Bass Galaxy, we bring to you the kings of the Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only Drew Benton and Luke Palmer, your Bassmaster Elite Series champions. What's up, boys?
What's up, Pat?
What's going on, champs?
Not much. Just trying to get caught up around the house.
There's that. You got that week off, that long week off, boys.
More like 4 or 5 days once you get the travel factored in there. But yeah, we'll take what we can get.
Hey, Drew, congratulations to you, Morgan, and the family. I mean, outstanding, bud. Your second victory. We're super proud of you. Bass Galaxy, give it up for Drew Benton right there. 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Now,
yeah, you know, I'll take it. It's been a few years since I've been able to seal the deal. So to finally get it done again, definitely is very satisfying.
It's a journey. Okay, keep that in mind, boys. It's a journey. And also keep in mind that neither one of you guys nor anyone out there in the Bass Galaxy should ever second guess their abilities. And you guys are evident of it. Now, with that being said, Bass Galaxy, I give to you this dude, first time ever. Tell me how this feels, Luke Palmer. Bassmaster Elite Series champion. How do you like the ring of that? Give it up, Bass Galaxy, for this guy. Wow.
That was, it's weird. I'm not going to lie. It's awkward. I didn't think it would ever happen, honestly. I mean, everybody talks about dreams come true, and it's one of those deals. Like Drew, he's got 2 of them. He remembers his first one big time, I'm sure. And getting to have mine finally, it's very surreal. Still is, but I damn sure like it. I can promise you that. And,
I mean, what a cool swing to come off of. Lake Murray, just insane. And Benton, you just tooth and clawed, you know. It was rubber meets the road for you, bud, on that derb. And then the guy next to you here on the screen, he kind of blew it away. On paper, it looked amazing, but it was a grind there too. I mean, it was a grinder, bud. You know what I mean? But what a swing. South Carolina's got some basses, don't it, boys?
Oh, it's probably one of the funnest places we get to go. I mean, the northern swing's awesome, but hell, we're from the southern states, you know, fishing, and we hit these. Well, Santee was a little bit off, but we hit Murray Prime Real Estate, and Santee wasn't. It was tough. Don't get me wrong, it was a grinder, but that place has got donkeys in it.
It does, man. I mean, and you guys are amazing derbers. I mean, let's face it. Not the fact that you know, Drew, you've taken home 2 old blues, and now Luke, you got your first old blue, but you're amazing derbers besides the fact. And I want to reiterate this point, not only to the Bass Galaxy, but to both of you gentlemen. Okay? And Drew, I'm going to start with you. I want to run down some stats for you. Okay? We wrestled up Ronnie Moore and we probed him. Yeah, we probed him hard. And we did, Palmer. We probed him. And we got the stats for both of you boys. And I'm going to run down this, and this proves no cabe duda, as they say in Ireland, that you guys are derbers. Okay? Are you ready? So
let's hear.
First off, let's say Drew Benton, you were the 2016 Roy Rookie of the Year. So congratulations on that to you, sir. Big accomplishment. Rookie of the Year, going way back in the songbook, right there. And of course, 5 years ago, you won over on in Tejas, right?
Yep. Lake Travis.
Yeah, Lake Travis, man. And I think that was the first time we had you on. I think it was.
Yeah. I think that's about right.
Way back then. Way back then. This is 8 seasons. Do you believe that? That's crazy.
Yeah,
right?
It's hard to believe. You know, I fished 3 seasons on the FLW tour before, you know, moving over to Bass. So, yeah, I guess it's like I've been at this for 10 or 11 years now. It's crazy. It's flown by.
Yeah, you are a seasoned veteran, Drew.
Yeah, you know, I saw a little clip, and Tommy Sanders threw that phrase around, and I'm like, veteran, you know. I was Rookie of the Year. Oh yeah, that was in 2016.
That's a while ago, bud. But you're still spry. You still have that that child spirit in you. There's no doubt about it, bud. But get this. This is how that we know that you are a derber. And by the way, congratulations on this. Lay Lake will be your 100th BASS tournament. So congratulations on that milestone.
Cool. Yeah, that's a milestone.
That is pretty cool, dude. 100 derbs. 100 derbs.
All
right.
That was the reason to go home with it.
Yeah. Hey, there it is. Hey, get this. 99 so far, and you finished in the money 74 of those 99. Not too shabby, Drew. Not too shabby. Now, in your BASS career, this is where it gets interesting. In your BASS career, you have caught 3,528 pounds of bass. That's a lot of LBs, right, Drew?
Yeah, I'd like to see them in a pile, all stacked up right there behind me, and just see what's there. That's pretty incredible.
Big old tank, like at the sports show. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just all packed in there.
That's right.
And get this. You're going to like this part. $928,760. Almost a mil. Almost a mil. That's pretty good. Now,
that's some bill paying money.
Exactly.
Put that in the pile. See what that looks like.
Yeah, put that in that tank. You know what I mean? Hey, now get this. The Ginger Ninja, he got the official stats from Ronnie Moore. Probed him and wore gloves. Here it is. You ready?
So I got 2 stats for you, Drew. So per pound, you are making $263.25.
Each bass you catch
per pound,
is worth what? $263.25?
$263.25.
Yikes! Not too bad, man. 4-pounders $1,000.
So per
over
per derb out of the 99 derbs, you're making $9,381 on an average.
$9,381 a derb.
Yeah.
Okay. You're breaking even.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Hey, but those are derb stats, bud. I mean, those are derber stats. Not bad. And of course, 2 W's, 2 old blues. That's a pretty big deal right there.
Yeah, that goes a long way. It does.
I mean, it sure moved you up. And where are you sitting right now? You're at like what, 9th or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that first place moves you up well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gets you right
Yeah,
quick.
You know, the goal at the beginning of every year is to qualify for that classic, and to be right there at almost the halfway point definitely takes a lot of pressure off. So, especially if we can stay up there before we go up north.
Yeah, and they say momentum's everything, and you're fishing well. You are fishing. Besides the win, you're fishing well. I mean, let's face it. Let's face it.
It absolutely is.
You know who else is fishing well? He's a Bassmaster Elite Series champion as well. That's Luke Palmer. He's doing pretty good too, Drew. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Luke's been at it. Luke's been at it and after it for a few years now, and he's been knocking on the door. So we all knew it was only a matter of time.
He's a hard worker. Now, here's what Luke reminds me of. Like, he's the guy at the bar that gets lucky. You know what I mean? And here's why. Because he works hard at it. You know what I mean, DB? You know what I mean, Benton? Like, he's working hard at it, and he gets lucky.
Spitting all that game. Huh?
You know what I'm saying. He ain't giving up.
He's tried every rod in the rod box.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You're speaking my language. Exactly. But, I mean, you, Luke Palmer, are a freaking derber. I mean, let's get this going. I mean, you have been in 55 BASS tournaments, 55 of them, and you've cashed in 50 of them. Not two shabs. Okay. No. Now, 4 years. 4 years you've been in BASS. Is that correct?
This is my 5th one. Yeah.
5th year now. 5th year, and you got an old blue. So pretty dang good. Now,
I'm not bitching.
Exactly, you're not, and you're fishing really well this year. You're in 13th place. That again.
I don't know. I've been fishing decent.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's how us bass fishing fans look at you professional anglers. And I'm being brutally honest about this. First off, you're in the top 10. That's a giant deal. Bass fishing fans love that. Now, second off, when we're looking at stats, we look at this. With the amount of people that you have in your field, if you're over 50, you're If you're within that 50, you're having a decent derp. Okay, that's how I look at it. And so far, you're having a decent year, and you got a W, Luke. So I don't want to hear any negative talk from you. Do you understand, sir? You're the guy in the bar that gets lucky, remember? All right. Now we got him straight, Benton. We got him straight.
Yeah.
So
reel him back in.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal. Get this. You're going to like this, and this is going to make you feel good. You have caught in your BASS career, you're short-lived, 5th year, BASS career, 2,039 pounds of bass. That's right. 2,039 pounds of bass, and you've won $528,241. Ginger Ninja, where's that put this guy at? Where's he at with this deal?
This one almost mirrors Drew.
Really?
Yeah.
They're mirroring each other.
It's pretty wild. So per pound,
okay,
he's $259.06.
$259.06 a pound. So another $1,000 4-pounder. I think, Drew, you were at 263, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Per derb, he is 9,604.
Like almost right there. Identical. Congratulations. Those are Derber stats right there. Boom.
Breaking even.
Boom. It's a good way to look at things, isn't it, boys?
Makes you feel
it
better.
really is. I've never looked at it that way, but that is pretty interesting.
Because let's face it, this is your job. I mean, both of you guys. We always say on this show, bassing ain't easy. All right. And my buddy Seth Fighter always says catching fish fixes everything. And it's so true, isn't it?
It definitely
Absolutely.
helps. Yeah. If you don't catch bass, you don't get cash.
Yeah. And you don't pay the bills. You know what I mean?
And that price per pound deal, I live down here on the coast, and I have a bunch of commercial fishing buddies that would love to get that price per pound.
Sure they would. You know dang well they would, them Panama City boys. You know what I mean?
Yep. So, for a little freshwater green trout, we'll take it.
I seriously, think about that, boys. This is your job. Your job is to catch little fish. If this fish did not exist, there's what the heck do we do? Like, we're lost. As we are lost. Some people have hunting. Some people have other hobbies. I don't know. I bass fish. I would just be a hot mess. You know what I mean? I'm already a hot mess, but I'd be a real hot mess. What did we do?
Yeah, that would be interesting. Well, I'd still be at the hardware store.
Yeah, you would. At least you have a real job. You know what I mean? I'd be selling fake watches in Chicago or something. You know what I mean? Big, long trench coat.
I can just see him.
I got deals, bud. Got deals.
Happening.
Tag here. That's But think about it, boys. You make a living bass fishing. And it's a pretty cool way to make a living, but it certainly is not easy. It's a tough journey. And there's many times in the journey where you second guess yourself, haven't you, Drew? You've second guessed yourself. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and two, the thing about fishing is you can do every single thing right, like perfect on your end, and it still's not going to go your way. I mean, you look at percentages, it's kind of like a batting average. A major league hitter, the best major league hitter succeeds 3 out of 10 times. And that's kind of like fishing. You're not going to have a ton of wins unless your name's KVD or Jason Christie. But what I'm getting at is it comes and it goes, and there's ebbs and flows, and it's like you've got to take the good with the bad. It's a rocky road. It's a tough road, but it's so rewarding. I mean, we get to travel all over and see all these places in their prime, and they'll be, 10 or 20 years from now, we'll be able to look back and say, remember that time at Lake Murray when we blasted them and they were just swimming everywhere? And yeah, I mean, stuff like that we might take for granted now, but it's super special. The life that we get to live to do this.
Bass provides a platform for you guys that allow. So let's just put it this way. You fish in the most prestigious fishing league in the world, the Bassmaster Elite Series. Does that make you guys feel proud? I mean, to say that I am a Bassmaster Elite Series angler. I know that might seem like a silly question, and I'm going to go to you on this, Luke Palmer, but think of it that way. You are an angler in the organization that started everything for bass fishing fans. How does that make you feel, Luke?
it doesn't seem real, honestly, because I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'm fishing professional. That sounds weird, probably come from me, but I mean, to put us in a realm with the Cluns and, you know, all these guys that I've grown up watching and pioneered this sport, it's weird for me to say that I'm walking in their shoes, you know, to an extent. And
you are.
I mean, we are.
You are 100%. You are. There's no doubt about it. You are.
It's you know, it's just like a kid that's in high school wanting to make it to pro ball, you know, watch baseball, and all of a sudden, you know, they're behind Sammy Sosa or Griffey or somebody like that. And it's almost, you don't understand. It doesn't seem real because you've thought about this your whole life, and all of a sudden you're living that life. And, you know, that the blue trophies that we get to hoist every now and then when we get one, it solidifies that for you. And it gives you that sense of like, hell yeah, I did this.
That's a nice point. Yeah, you did this. You did this. But get this. This is the part that makes champions, like the both of you. And I see it in every sport, because especially in bass fishing, the highs and lows are extreme. The highs and lows are extreme. And man, you guys have both lived it. All the years you've been in this game, Drew, from FLW now to BASS, almost 100 BASS derbs. You, 55 BASS derbs, Luke Palmer. There's been highs and lows, man.
Oh, absolutely. You know, like Luke, I would go home and I'd work, you know, in between events, you know, when I was starting out. Because, I mean, you're grinding when you're trying to start this deal. You don't have guys think you get sponsors knocking on your door and all this money rolling in when you qualify, and that is just not the case. It's just it's a struggle to kind of get your feet going, and so I would go back home and I would work, and you know, I kept my normal job. I was a longshoreman down here in Panama City. I loaded and unloaded cargo ships around the clock, you know, whatever it took, and I guess in those years, I didn't feel like I was a professional. I felt like I was trying to be a professional. And then whenever I went all in, and you know, I threw my hard hat down and said I wasn't coming back, that's when I think I took it to a little bit of another level, and I kind of realized this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, and I'm going to make it work or die trying. And I think that's the point where I realized, yeah, I'm doing this, and I am a professional fisherman, and you know, I'm going to do whatever it takes. And that's been, you know, since 2018. So from 2018 on I've been at this full time, you know, with no safety net, if you will. So
yeah, I like it. I like that. 2018 is when you did this, when you made the plunge, because you said it, Drew. I love how you said it. If you're not all in, you're not in. And that just so much applies to everything in the bass fishing industry. I don't care if you're a pro angler, if you're a YouTuber, if you're a talk show host, whatever. If you're not all in, you're not in. You know what I mean?
Right. And I heard Hackney give a similar approach. Somebody asked him, you know, you seem so settled in, Greg, you know, these last few years. What is it? Is it just, you know, a calmness? Does it come with age? And he's just like, you know, this is what I do. You know, I've realized that I'm not going to do anything else. And this is the path I'm choosing, and I'm all in on it. And that's who I am. That's what I'm going to be. And once you decide that and you choose that, I mean, it's very much so easier. When you're trying to juggle everything else, that makes this that much more complicated, and it's already complicated enough.
Yeah, and it makes those low points even harder to deal with, doesn't it?
That's right.
Doesn't it? Hey, by the way, I was with Hackney day one in Murray in the boat with him. What an amazing day. I mean, that dude is one of the coolest dudes on the planet. I'm not going to kid you.
Yeah.
And he kept saying, I'm an opportunist. I'm an opportunist, Pat. You know what I mean? I'm an opportunist. Hey, Palmer, we were talking about highs and lows. When's the last time you felt low in bassing?
Probably this year.
When?
Really? Yeah, I have. I mean,
when?
My first year, I had a low when we went to Lanier, the second tournament, or second or third, I think, that year, and it felt like a bomb to me, and I ended up like 60 something or 70 maybe.
Okay.
Like I was like, I just came off of a high of almost, I think I was top 20 at Palatka that year, and I was like, okay, hey, I got a shot to maybe compete with these boys, and all of a sudden we go there and I get my teeth smashed down my throat. But this year I'm right there. The first tournament I missed the cut by 6 ounces. The second in Seminole, I had a decent tournament, ended up in 20s, that's a good tournament. And then I go and I fish the Classic, missed the cut by like 6 ounces or 3 ounces, whatever it was. And then where we fished next, here at Murray, I missed the cut on a tiebreaker. I had a fish die on me. It cost me 4 ounces, and I tied for 50th. And whoever it was, had a bigger bag on day one, so I missed the cut. It drops me to 51st. I'm like, this is going to be that year that's a trying year for me.
Real trying, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, because Classics in Oklahoma, I don't want to miss it. I'm not a big time Grand person. I've not fished there much at all, but it's 3 hours from the house. There's going to be a lot of people that I know and have fished against.
Sure.
Want to be there. Yeah. Just, support me and stuff, which is awesome. And so this came at a very perfect timing for me. So it was, as I was kind of starting to second guess, I was like, damn, this is not good. Like I've got to get my head out of my butt and things got to start working, and like Drew said, I don't want to be sitting at the cut line going up north. I mean, it's just, that's not my east. I'm not a major smallmouth guy. I like Champlain. I'm not very good at St. Clair. I've not done well there. And St. Lawrence, I'm getting somewhat better at it, but I don't want to have to go up there and have to catch them and make the Classic. I want to go up there, and if I can make a couple of cuts out of the 3, I'll make the Classic. I would love to have that.
Right, a little bit of cushion.
Yeah, I don't want to be stressing up north, because that's just not if it was down south, it'd be one thing where I kind of understand the fishing a little better, but up north, I'm not a game piece yet.
Yeah, and dude, now you're a champ. I mean, so you came out of the low and hoisted a blue. So
that's lowest, or you feel like you're low, and then all of a sudden you get that boost, and it's like, all right, now got some Red Bull in me, and I got some wings. So
yeah, it's like when my cool buddy in high school had that car with the nitrous in it, and then you hit that thing, and then it just goes real fast, and then you just win a blue trophy. You know what I mean?
And that can happen. You got to. The thing is which I haven't won a tournament in 5 years. I don't fish now. I fished a deal back home with my dad last year. It had 350 or 400 boats, and me and my dad won it. And that's the first one I've won in 5 years. And I began to wonder if I could win one, because you're confident, you get close. I've been close every year. I've had opportunity to win a tournament on the leads, and I haven't ever been able to close the door, hadn't been able to, fill out that final day. And to finally be able to fill it out and have that confidence, it gives you to maybe go ahead and, hey, I can go ahead and win one of these deals now. Yeah. I'm hoping that leads me in the right direction, keep rolling from here. But it definitely helped. I mean, to get that for you, just, your confidence of it, and you put a couple extra dollars in your pocket for the year.
And no pressure at all. I don't know if you saw the video message from Mandy and Laura at Bass at the beginning of the show, but I'll resend it to you anyway. Okay. But they said, hey, no pressure, Luke, but you almost hit 100 at Santee, so now you are obligated to hit 100 at Lay Lake. I don't know. That's from Bass. So
it's going to take 3 years to probably do that.
That's what, Luke?
It's going to take me probably 3 years to catch that at Lay Lake.
Hey, come on. Remember, we're at a high point right now. Right, Drew Benton? Are you feeling a high point right now? I know that's a dumb question, but are you feeling it right now? Are you feeling like, oh man, I got to go right back to Lay? But are you liking the high right now?
Oh yeah. But I'm ready to fish that next one. Momentum is a huge thing, and I've been out here working on tackle, getting everything ready for Lay, because I'm ready for that next one. That's what kind of what we live for, is to get on one of these rolls, and I mean, you almost got to feed the fire. I mean, you just got to go.
Yeah.
I think we're both probably ready.
Once you bite your prey in the neck and taste the blood, it's hard to not want more blood. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, boys? You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Never looked at it, but I guess so.
come on. I mean, you guys are predators. You are bassin predators. I don't care what you say. That fish is what you are after, tooth and nail. No doubt about it. Hey, let's get to know you guys a little bit more. Ginge, you got any get to know the Bassmaster Elite Series champions from the Carolinas music? Anything that would fit that bill? Give me a C, a bouncy C, anything you got. Hey, well, first off, I got to tell you, Benton, you come from an interesting part of the country, the old Panama City. Now, I've never been arrested in Panama City, but I've almost been arrested quite a few times in Panama City. If you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah?
Spring breaking, buddy. Spring breaking. I mean, back in the day, when I lived in Fort Lauderdale area, I would go to Panama City for spring break. You know what I'm saying?
No way.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm talking 1989, 90, 92.
Okay.
Panama City was the deal. That was the deal, bud. I mean, hotel madness.
Yeah, well, sorry, Pat, but that was about the year I was born.
I understand that, but I know that I do know that. But listen, I mean, Motley Crue's first album was out, and I felt no pain, and Panama City was the place to be. So my question to you is, you got any Panama City stories? Like, is that still the spot? Have you ever been a spring breaker in Panama City?
To be honest, I want to be as far away from that beach and that craziness as possible. It's just there's nothing good that goes down across that bridge. I stay.
Well, there's one good thing. I disagree with that completely. There's one essential thing in Panama City. The reason for the season.
No, most of local people that live here, we go to Mexico Beach or Port St. Joe. That's actually where Randall Tharp moved to.
Yes.
It's a little bit more low key.
It's a little bougier.
Well,
you guys go hunting sand dollars. You guys want to go hunt sand dollars?
After the storm in 2018, it pretty much wiped them off the map. So they built back. Yeah, really nice.
For sure. No, it is nice.
But no, it's just a lot more low key. But I'm just not a beach guy, man.
Okay.
If I want to be on the water, I want to be on fresh water.
You want to or I imagine catching something.
Yeah, we go to the creek and the sandbar up there and hang out and stuff. But as far as going out to the beach, getting all sandy and sticky, that ain't for me.
Hey, now your buddy to the screen over there to your left, he's an Okie. You know what I mean? Those
he probably liked that beach.
Yeah, he would have had a damn good time over there because they don't got nothing like that. Over there. You know what that song, it goes, they don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. Isn't that how it goes? Something like that?
There's a little bit probably extra of that going on in Muskogee, but
yeah, that was back in the day when Merle was out. You know what I mean? But anyway, bud. I mean, you Oklahoma, to us bass fishing fans, that's a dang cool place to be because all that cool fishing and the amazing fishermen that come from that area. You know what I mean? Cool place to be. What do you think about that? What are your thoughts on that? You're an Okie. You're joining the lineage.
Yeah, I'm the Southern Okie. All the Northern boys up there saying they're from Muskogee. They've taught them well and have done well, and to even be considered with those guys is it's really cool. But that's what I was talking to a buddy earlier, and he's like, "Man, I don't know of anybody that's down here that's brought home a blue trophy to our part of the world." So I'm probably gonna put mine on a little red wagon and drag it through town for the next 10 days whenever we do get back here in 2 weeks. And,
you better and display that proud at the hardware store in town, right?
It's gonna go when I get back. I think I'm there for like 4 hours, and I've got photo stuff to go do with the company. But I'm definitely gonna be there. I've had a bunch of them call me, and they're wondering where I'm at and why I'm not home yet. And I said, well, guys, I might have went to the beach for a couple of days, and now I've got to go back, and we got to start fishing here in a few days again.
Yeah, you're going to put that trophy right up there at the checkout. People are going to think it's an impulse item, and they can buy it, but you're not going to let it happen, Palmer. Not happening.
No, they might get a replica, like a little mini size one. I'll just get a bunch of them. They're like 3 inches tall, made for them. Start selling those for $4 a piece.
Well, that's cool, but get this. Benton, as he told us before, he's an operator. You know what, a longshoreman. You know what I mean? That dude, he's a BA Baracus. What's that, Andy? Oh, sorry, I was doing my David Letterman thing. I'm so sorry. I was clicking the pen. So get this. This is what he's doing with the old Blue. He's taking it on the crane, just putting it up there and hoisting it to the highest point in Panama City. Just leaving it there for everybody to see. So leaving it at the counter at the hardware store is cool, but Benton's got you one-upped.
Yeah. Well, I guess about the only thing I could do would put it. Well, we got a ladder truck in town. I guess I could put it on it, and they could hoist it up.
Hey, Benton, you think you could still get in and operate that big equipment?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, not like you never left.
I still got my TWIC card. I can get on there anytime.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So they're doing construction on my street, and I was thinking about, I kind of know how to drive one a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I was kind of looking for the key under the pad the other day because it was hard to back my boat in, but I couldn't find it, Drew. I was going to try and start that thing up and move it a little bit. But
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I've done all kinds of stuff. I've picked bulldozers up out of ships and swung them around with people riding them. I mean, just all kinds of crazy stuff. It's definitely, yeah. OSHA would have loved that.
So what pays better, being a longshoreman or bass fishing? I mean, let's be realistic.
I mean, if I work myself to death, probably being a longshoreman, to be honest. But it's way more fun to be a bass fisherman.
no doubt about it. And I know that Luke, you would much rather be a bass fisherman than stocking at the family hardware store. As important as that store is to the family, you'd still rather be bassing. Well, are you guys? What is the hardware store? Is it like an affiliate, like a Ace or a True Value, or?
We're Ace affiliated, but I mean it's just an old mom and pop type store. We're not huge, but we do sell a little bit of everything.
So you're never going to believe this, Palmer, but I got fired from the Ace. I used to work at Ace Hardware in town. They fired me. I like to go outside and talk to people a lot. I just had the tendency to talk a lot and not get a lot of work done.
Well, you do well before then. You should just go ahead and hire you there at the hardware store. That's what I do.
I was the first Walmart greeter before there were greeters at Walmart, and I worked at Ace. Basically, that's what I was. I created the position, and I'm taking credit for it now.
Hey, someone's got to do it.
It's a whole deal, man. Hey, you listed as your hobbies. I thought this was really interesting, Luke, that you like to cut grass. Do you believe that, Benton? He likes to just go out and cut grass. What's up?
I'm gonna tell you, I got plenty of grass for him to cut. If he wants to cut grass, I can keep him busy for a long time out here.
So does Robertson. He called me yesterday. He said, I broke my blades, Patty. I said, it's going to take you a long time to hand sickle that stuff, son. So, I mean, you could take a trip over to Benton's and over to Robertson's too, and then it'll be time for Lay Lake.
Yeah, now I'm about tired of the grass mowing deal. I mowed grass for, I think it was 21 years. I had lawn service that I did, and finally it was like, okay, this is enough. Like when you're cutting grass, you get off work at 5 o'clock and then you go mow till 10:30 every night just so you can fish on Saturday and Sundays. I said, there's got to be more than life to that. And finally, we still have a few. Me and my dad mow them just for, I don't know, we like the people and we not do it. We got, 3 or 4 now. It used to be 30 or 35 a week that I mowed.
Wow.
That's overrated. I mean, I enjoyed it. I did. I had fun doing it. Allowed me to fish, buy my first boat, and go spend all my money fishing across the country now. But, Benton done it. I did it. You got to, whatever your dream is, whatever you want to go do, you will do whatever it takes. If you really want to do it, no matter if it's getting done on a tournament on Saturday evening, you got to be home by Monday morning. It's a 30-hour drive, and you just take off driving so you can be at work, because that's how you're going to pay the bills or pay the next tournament entry fee. When you love it that much, you do it.
Exactly. You don't even think about it. You don't even think about it.
Yeah, I mean, and I wouldn't have it any other way, really, because his first win, and, the second one's awesome too, but the hard work and dedication you put to get to that point makes it even sweeter. I mean, because those endless nights that you drove, or those endless nights on the water, or thinking about fishing, it makes it to where that, you finally get to say, hey, I did it.
I did it.
Accomplishments there. And that's what's good about it.
Heck yeah, Luke. Hey, Benton, how would you describe Luke Palmer's fishing style? Like, for example, Denny Brower's a jig fisherman or a flipper. Christie's a spinnerbait fisherman. Now, how would you describe Luke Palmer?
I would say I see a lot of Jason Christie in him.
Ooh.
With spinnerbait stuff and shallow water stuff.
Power guy.
Yep, shallow water power guy. You don't see him finessing them much. And I don't know if that's just, from where he's from or what he's used to, but that seems to be kind of his style, really.
Yeah, I agree, and I think of him a lot of time with the big stick too. I see. Mm-hmm. I know you like to flip. I see a lot of flipping going on with you. And there.
Yeah. A lot of people. I'm not a guy that has a bunch of rods out very often. I mean, if I've got more than 7 or 8, I am screwed. And this week I had 4 rods on one side, and they all had the same bait on them.
That's called dialed.
Yeah, I had some as decoys, I think, pretty much. But
decoys.
If I've got a bunch out in my head, I'm too simple-minded, I think. A lot of guys, you go look in their boats and how much tackle they have. I could literally probably fish 90% of our tournaments out of 2 boxes.
That's true. I mean, and dude, when I was in Clun's boat, he had minimal tackle. I mean, but
really?
That's minimal tackle in that thing. Hey, so Palmer, how are you going to describe Benton? How would you describe him? What's his fishing style?
He's got an eagle on top of his head that spots every damn bass in the lake on a bed.
He's got the eyeballs, doesn't he? Likes to look at them.
He can, heck, he catches them doing everything. But when it comes to sight fishing, you better have your money put on him. He's going to catch them. He understands what to look for, knows how to catch them doing that. I mean, everybody has their knack, and when it's spawning deal, he's going to knack them every time. I mean, you can look at his record, look what he does when that spawn's going on. He's going to catch them every time, everywhere we go. And but he's damn sure versatile too. It's not, you don't win Rookie of the Year, you don't win 2 elites, you don't stay in the top 15, 20 in points every year and not be versatile either.
Yeah, he's doing something right. I guess you are, Drew. You're doing something right, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I just try to look at it as what it's going to take to win wherever we're at. That's what I'm going to do. I don't care if I'm uncomfortable with it. I don't care if it's like the moon to me. I'm going to try to figure it out, maybe with my own little spin on it or in my own way, but I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. And that's the name of the game, to stay at this for any length of time, is being versatile and being well-rounded. You can't be afraid to go use forward-facing sonar up north, for those smallmouth, and you can't be afraid to, go up shallow and throw a buzz bait and then turn right around and go out there and crank the ledge. I mean, you've got to, our schedule is so diverse and we go to so many diverse places. If you do not feel comfortable doing whatever it takes to win wherever you're at for that week, you're just not going to stay in this game very long. And that's just kind of the mindset and the thought process I try to put into every tournament.
Yeah, like chameleon-esque quality. You have to adapt to every dang derb. Every day. Every day. Isn't that something? Hey, tell me what you think about this, Benton. Somebody told me, and this made, I won't say, but somebody told me this. Tell me what you think about this. That winning a Bassmaster Elite Series tournament, a 4-day event, is 1 day of luck and 3 days of grinding it out to victory. Do you agree or disagree with that statement, Benton?
Oh, so I've seen it go both ways. I've seen it go. I don't think Luke really had a lucky day in his event.
Okay.
Right. I think he freaking blowed it out and caught him better than everybody. I think you look at the top 10, he was the only one who caught a limit all 4 days. So, and then you look at like Lake Murray. Okay. I had 2 good days. I grinded the 3rd day. And then I had an exceptional 4th day, and I had everything go my way on the 4th day, whether it be hooking a fish on the back, have 1 treble hook in him, fighting around the boat for 3 minutes and land him in his 5-pounder, or, make the decision to go up shallow. No, I need a 6-pounder. In my head, I'm like, I've got to find a 6-pound female to win. If I find a 6-pounder, I win. I go up there, and in 45 minutes, I find a 6-pounder and catch it. I mean, it's like stuff is going your way. You say Bass Galaxy, but like the universe is working every way possible in your favor when it's your time to win one of these things. And when it's not, it's not your time. And so whenever it's your time, you can do no wrong. And I think that's more along the lines of one lucky day than anything. I think it's just, it's your time and everything's lining up, and it's just meant to be.
Yeah, man. It's gotta be right. What do you think about that, Luke?
No, I'm 100% with him on that. When it's your time to win, you can do no wrong. I mean, you could have your motor fall off your boat and you'd somehow glide back into,
Yeah.
I mean, that's because day 1 of this tournament, I had no fish at 1:30. I had only caught 1 fish, and it was like 13 inches all day. And then I finally figured out what I need to be doing. At 1:30, in the next hour and a half, I catch 21, 22 pounds. The next day, everything just started rolling. And when you're your time to win, you're not going to be worried about anything because you're so zoned in, and when things are going to happen and they're supposed to happen. I mean, it's like, Drew had his final day. It was just unbelievable. Everything worked out. And on my final day, I pulled up to 2 trees that I've never caught fish off of ever. Since I've been there, I've never caught a fish off these 2 trees. And I catch a 7.5. And then I sit over and catch 4 fish off of 1 tree that I didn't know he had a fish existed on it.
That's when it's supposed to happen, isn't it?
Supposed to happen. I mean, that's when it's God's time, it's God's timing. No matter what happens, 100%. It's going to happen. 100%. And he's got to do it twice, so he knows that feeling. And when you get that feeling, you can't shake it.
That funny feeling, like they call it.
Yeah.
Hey, you boys have been talking a lot about your victory. I'm sure you've been doing the run of the gamut on the talk shows and in the interviews and press and print and everything else. So I'm going to make this part real easy on you. We're going to talk about your victories, each one of you, but this is Bassmaster Victories in a nutshell. Okay? So it's like boom, boom, and I'm going to give you a few words or phrases, and you tell me how they relate to your victory. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go first? Who wants to do Bassmaster Victory in a nutshell first? Which one of you guys?
Give it to him.
Oh, yeah. I like it then. You're from Panama City. I can tell. All right. This is Bassmaster Victory in a nutshell. This is Bassmaster Elite Series champion Drew Benton. He won Lake Murray. And I'm going to bring you through practice to the final weigh-in. Okay, Drew?
Okay.
And This is a word that describes your practice, and please elaborate on it. Okay. No herring bite. No herring bite. Let's go look at them. How's that sound?
Yeah. So I really legitimately tried for 3 days of practice to figure out that herring deal. And maybe it was a blessing, but it caused me to go, burn the banks and look. And like the first day of practice, I legit could have had 30 pounds or maybe even like 32.
Nice.
And the next day I looked in a different area and I could have had like mid 20s. So I was pretty much committed at that point. But what really kind of worried me is I went back to all those fish that I found on day one, on the third day of practice night. Granted, that's just 2 days.
Yeah.
And every one of them was gone.
They're bad mothers. They're bad mothers at Murray. I noticed those fish. I called DCS Fess on them.
So I just had to have in my mind, it was a 1.5 day maximum, for these fish. And I was just going to have to hunt new ones each day. So, but yeah, those blueback herons didn't crack it up to, or they weren't all what it was cracked up to be for me. And I think the shad were spawning more than the bluebacks. Honestly, I don't think the bluebacks were a player that particular week at Murray like everybody anticipated.
Yeah, I saw some of that that other species of bait fish as well happening in there on Lake Murray. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, day 3, 14 pounds. The girls are gone. We got to reevaluate. Let's go crank some rock like Brock on day 4. What do you say to that?
Yeah, so, I really was mad at myself because day 3, I ran a lot of the same water and it wasn't working, and I stayed hard-headed and stayed in those areas and, just kind of grounded out and caught 14 pounds. And when I got in the bag line, I was talking with Brock, and, he was kind of telling me what he was doing in the mornings. And he was actually sight fishing in some of the same areas that I was. So we saw each other throughout the day. And he said that he saw all these big fish down there on rip-rap banks, on, points or whatever, down the lake. And he couldn't make them bite. He just saw a lot of them. And he caught a few, I think, each morning. But he said he was burning a square bill. So I run down there first thing. I throw that Bagley Pro Sunny Bee up there in the first shady point and start cranking it down through there, and I hang like a 4-pounder.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I go to the other side of the point and I hook something heavy and lose it. And I'm like, So that's telling me right in the 4-pounder I caught, I'd hooked on the side of the face. And that told me I needed to speed up a little bit more. And the next 3 that I caught, I was cranking that Bagley just as fast as you can wind one without it blowing out. And every one of them got the bait. That water was so clear, you had to throw it and wind it so fast for them to actually commit to it. And to see a fish, and I explain this a lot when people ask, they don't have hands like us. So when something comes running by, they're going to grab it with their mouth.
Yeah.
And if they get too good of a look at it, they're not going to grab it with their mouth. They're going to run up on it and slap at it or whatever. And that was the key to that whole deal, is cranking that bait just as fast as possible so they would actually commit to it. But hats off to Brock again. I mean, if it wasn't for that good start that last day, I would not have won that tournament. So,
and the Sunny Bee got you made in the shade, right? I saw you cranking that shade line deal, bro.
Yeah, it's like the fish were using that shade to ambush the shad. They were pulling up there and sitting in it. And there was some fish, scattered out on the sunny rock, but it needed that shade. And I feel like there was like multiple fish, there was singles scattered down a whole rip-rap bank, but there was multiple fish up there in that shade. And I had like 3 points down through there. And I was just running a rotation. Every time I would come back to them, I would catch one. And I would just hit them 1, 2, 3. run back and start over.
Little milk runner.
Yep. And it paid off big time. Just running those little bitty shady places on those spots.
Interesting. And that was the Bagley Sunny Bee. What
Pro Sunny Bee? It's the square bill, the bigger one.
The Pro Sunny Bee. Okay, I got you. What color were you throwing?
Olive shad.
Olive
it's
shad.
It's
Makes
kind of
sense.
a greenback, shad color.
Yeah, those herons got that greenish, amberish color to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, dude, tell me about that bait you're flipping. I mean, Drew Cook flipping it. You're flipping it. That's everybody I know that's sight dogging right now is on that bait. Tell me about that bait.
Yeah, so it's a big bite fighting frog, and it's nothing like a frog. It's everything but that. But what makes it so special is it can imitate a ton of different things. It can imitate a bluegill. It can imitate a crawfish because of its shape and the way it kicks and the way it looks. And it's just really intrusive to one. I feel like and I try to think like them, I feel like after watching fish look at that bait when it comes in their bed, I feel like it truly pisses them off more than any bait out there. Even a crawfish bait, I think it just really triggers something to them that just makes them bite. And it's a bait that I don't just fish it during the spawn. I'll flip wood with it. It's really a hard bait to punch because it's got a split body, so it doesn't have a lot of plastic to put your hook in for punching, but flipping cover, open bushes, anything like that, it is awesome bait. It kicks really well when it falls. It kicks really well when it swims. It's a great swim jig trailer. All around, they just kind of hit it out of the park.
And bait. Everybody's catching them on it. I'm not going to kid you, bud. Everybody that I see, I won't mention names because a lot of people aren't sponsored by them, but people are throwing the dang thing. But
well, even like going back to my team tournament days, fishing around the house, I would be, sight fishing for one or fishing something, and my team partner who got me really turned on to it would just be fan casting it around on a Texas rig. You can throw it on a wobblehead. There's just a ton of different ways you can fish it, and they bite it.
And here's something that you kind of touched on, but I thought was really interesting, and I think it's a key to a lot of this sight fishing deal with that bait, besides the appendages, is it's got that thin little fun pouch in it. And that hook, I saw it on Omnia, social media page, omniafishing.com. Pistol Pete was doing it. And the deal with that is there's that extra room to stick the fish, so it doesn't take too much to pop that thing through. I thought that was pretty cool.
I don't use a flipping hook with it. I use an old school 4/0 owner wide gap worm hook.
Okay.
It's got plenty of bite. It holds the bait up there really well. And I know Cook uses a flipping hook, but because of that little pocket, you get plenty of bite on your hook, so you don't have to have a flipping hook.
There it is. And the big bite bait and the Sunny Bee contribute to the victory. And you were using Cliff Perches drop shot bait. Dude, Cliff's bait's cool.
When I found one that was finicky and or deeper, or if it was just one that I just wanted to catch and I didn't want to spend a lot of time on, that drop shot with that cliffhanger worm, man, it's lights out. You pitch that in there, and it's just something that I think they feel comfortable with. You don't spook them. They'll swim right up to it, and that thing quivering around down there with that sensation built into it, they get their nose around it. They're going to slurp it up.
They're going to get it. Hey, Drew, that's victory in a nutshell. Congratulations on your Lake Murray victory.
Thank you.
That was painless, right?
Pretty painless.
Palmer, you ready for victory in a nutshell?
Let's have it.
You want to do this?
Yeah, I might as well.
All right.
We're ready.
This is Luke Palmer. He is your Santee Cooper Bassmaster Elite Series champion, and this is victory in a nutshell on Stray Cast. Hey, practice. Where's the shad spawn, bud? Where's the shad spawn?
That's what I said. I expected to go and throw a spinnerbait and rack their heads on it. That was not the case. I think the first day of practice, I didn't catch my first fish till like 8:30 or 9 o'clock. It was a 7-pounder, but it was not doing what I wanted to be doing. And it was tough. I made, I don't know, 9 laps around each lake trying to get bit. And it was tough. I mean, it wasn't easy. It was kind of cool. Wind was out of the north every day, and they didn't bite good, or I didn't feel like they did. For me,
okay.
I went to, and I was like, I'm going to go up here and jack them. I'll catch 18, 20 pounds out of here and be able to survive and be there 6 hours, and you still haven't got a bite.
Didn't happen. So you found a little something, and we'll call this chatter in the grass. That's what you're going to stick with. That's day one. That's what you're going in with.
100%. I was solely devoted to it. I mean, I said, if I can get 5 bites doing it, just 5, I think I can have 25 to 35 pounds. I mean, I was that bowed up on it. I mean, that's what I was committed to. And at 1:30, when I hadn't had a bite doing it, I said, well, this ain't good, boys. This is bad.
You're like, I better do something. You better do something. And you start scrambling, right? You start running around. You start looking for magic trees, right?
That's what I did. And I pulled up to a tree, and I flipped up there, and I caught about a 2.5 pounder. I was like, damn, that was cool. And I scoped back over there, and there was a 4-pounder sitting there. So I jacked her too real quick. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So then I went back.
Might as well.
Yeah, I went back to fishing grass. And I told my marshal, I was like, I could blank at Santee. I said, this is BS. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I said, the fantasy fishing world is going to be real happy with me if I go in there and blank on Santee Cooper.
Yeah, right. Ronnie Moore is pulling his hair out.
Yeah. And I roll up to this other tree going down a line that I'd had 1 bite in practice. And I flip up on this tree, and I pick up, my line's 12 foot away from the tree, and I decide to set the hook finally, and it was 7.5. And when I I was going by the tree, and about the time I set the hook, I shot my scope across there, and there's 4 more sitting on the tree. to get rid of the tree problem. And there's one there's 2 actually. I never did catch them. They stayed around that tree for the next 3 days, and I never caught either of them. But that tree there, and then after that, I never caught another fish off of it.
Didn't happen.
It was weird. So, I hit it every day because I was like, surely something else is going to pull back up on this tree. And I was like, no, they must have not been the tree huggers. So
wasn't happening. And dude, you won in essence with your strength. You were flipping that yum bait, right? You love that bait. Yeah,
that was the exact setup I threw last year.
Yeah, on your 4th place.
Yeah, I caught 17 or 18 of my keepers came off of that bait. That's a setup that I've been throwing for, I couldn't tell you how long. That Amistad's always been my favorite flipping rod since day one. That's just Falcon being from Oklahoma.
Yeah,
that's just something. Christie's got them. About everybody except Biffle throws Falcons in Oklahoma.
Right.
So
and Biffle uses a pool cue with guides taped on it these days. That's what Biffle uses.
That's it.
I'm gonna crack him. I just crack him around the skull.
That's it. That's his little hook set. I don't know what he does.
I got him. I hit him right there.
I want from right here all the way back there. You stay out here now.
The whole way, whole entire.
It's pretty good. Hey, so get this. So I believe, if I'm looking at this correctly, and I'm going to need Benton to correct me if I'm wrong, that Drew's victory is the only victory this year on the Bassmaster Elite Series that did not include live scoping. Did you include live scoping, Benton?
No, I never turned it on.
It didn't. Okay, so there's the first one, and you did, Palmer. You said you saw some fish coming out of the tree. You had that deal going. Could you say that live scope contributed to your victory?
Oh yeah, it did. 100%.
Okay. So there's
feed me into what I need to be doing.
So there's 2 ways to look at it, and it looks like, Benton, you won the other way, because that's the other way this year.
Yeah.
to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, out of all honesty, it was led that way, and
oh yeah,
I mean, it could have easily been won that way there. In my deal, I want as little noise as possible up there shallow, and I'm visually looking for them, so it didn't make sense for me to have it on in that event, but it'll be on the rest of the season, I assure you.
I mean, yeah, it's a necessary tool in this.
Oh, absolutely! If you don't
day
have
and
it,
age,
you're going to get beat by it.
I mean,
9 times out of 10.
And Bud, that Fajita guy, I feel like I'm saying it wrong when I say Fajita, but it really is Fajita.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wow. You guys better look out because he is going to kick your ass eventually. I'm just letting you
With
know.
5 of them.
Yeah.
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 Got here doing this. And one on this. Yeah.
Unreal, man. And hey, but Benton, you did it, and you won the Murray event. But you did it, bud. I mean, come on.
A W is a W.
No doubt.
Hey, Palmer, that's victory in a nutshell, I guess, for your Santee Cooper event. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
like Vince said,
hey,
a W, it don't matter how you get it.
Exactly.
Well,
you got one on the shelf, bud. You got one on the shelf in your 5th year. That's pretty good. Hey, Luke, do you have any questions for Drew about Lake Murray?
I got to watch it for 2 days on live because I was sitting at the Marina Del Rey bar.
So you pretty much saw everything you needed to know.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I got a good lesson of how to catch fish off beds, and which is what he does. He's always done when it's bed fishing. It's over. I'm gonna see if I can put a camera in his boat where I can just personally watch him, see what he really does to them.
You wish you were that eagle on top of his hat, don't you?
I want to get a drone, just fly around him, see exactly what's going on.
Hey, Benton, how about you? You got any questions for the champ of Santee Cooper?
Yeah. Do you think, Luke, that those fish that you were catching off trees were actually spawning, or do you think they were post-spawn, or do you think they were pre-spawners just kind of up there schooled up on those trees?
They was about 98% spawning. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, they had one spot on that tree. Every fish that I caught came off of one spot on those trees.
Yeah, so more fish will move up there on the bed after you catch them.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I figured was going on watching it.
Yeah, because you'd catch one off of it, and another one just slide up there on it. Which, you know how it is there. You probably caught the same fish off of beds tournament, didn't you? It's just a little bit deeper is all it was.
It's a nice scenario. A nice scenario to have them keep sliding in, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's really not a ton of beds on Santee. Was there a ton of beds? I looked for a little while. And
no, there wasn't many. People were asking me, and I said I have enough for 1, maybe 2 days. And then that first day, all those left, and I was having to find new ones. It was weird. It was the weirdest sight fishing tournament that I've fished in a long time. And like I went, this tells you how weird it was. So, I mean, I was struggling day 1, and I went and I said, I'm going to go over here and catch this 2.5 pounder. It's on bed. And I go over there to it, and it's got 4 on it. 3 of them are females.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, most of them were small, but one of them was a 6 pounder. And I caught all of them. And then, like, I'm putting the 4th one in the box and culling. And I look up there, and another fish is done pulled up there. And another female is like 4 to 5 feet away from the bed, like fixing to lock up with. And I'm like, oh boy, what is going on? That'd been 6 fish off one bed, and I've never experienced that before in my life.
That's insane, bud.
Yeah.
Is it just a lot of good spot from a spawn, maybe? But hell, there's sand everywhere.
Yeah. I can't put my finger on why they were doing some of the stuff that they were doing, but it was definitely weird. But I was seeing new fish pull up in the areas that I was at. It just wasn't enough. Like I would find 1 or 2, and then that just wasn't enough to do. Because I think later we were there kind of later, and those deeper trees that you were catching them off of, that's kind of where they spawn later in the year, and that's kind of the reason why it stayed good.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because like you said, we were definitely on the tail end of it. It's not going to be going to, and if it would have, I think we kind of hit the perfect storm for us because it was cool in practice, and it kind of kept that one wave backed off. You know, but the sun, when the water warmed up, 6 or 8 degrees while we were there.
Yeah.
And them some bucks didn't stay very long either. I had a few on, and I did have them on beds until Drew went through there that could actually see them when he'd come through and whack all of them before. So,
hey, do you know what? Sandy Cooper worked out the best for you, Palmer. I don't know what else to say. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say. Hey, we got some people on deck here that we're gonna bring on to come hang out with you guys. Some special people in your journey of bassing. Ginge, how we looking? Are we good? You want to do it? All right. First off, let's bring out a guy who is no stranger to victory, and he also is really good at bass fishing, and especially bass fishing on Santee Cooper. He happens to know Drew Benton a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out first the one and only Bassmaster Elite Series champion, Drew Cook. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. There he is. Yes.
I think it's all working now.
Yeah, I think. How you doing, Drew? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear. You look great, Drew Cook. You look amazing today. I got to tell you, you're looking like a young Burt Reynolds right now. Yeah.
I wish I had his money.
You will someday. You're a Bassmaster Elite Series angler. Don't you know that?
That is the exact reason why I won't someday.
Hey, but you're doing amazing at bassing. You're having a great year, and your bud just won his second Elite Series trophy. Pretty cool, isn't it? Isn't it, Cook?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I honestly, I obviously didn't know what was going on with him on day 3, but whenever I caught that really big bag and we got back in, I told my camera guy, I was like, dude, this was meant to be. Like, I'm supposed to be here tomorrow, watch Benton win. And he goes, well, Benton only caught 13 pounds. It's like, oh, shit.
Whoops.
Yeah. But it all worked out.
It sure did. It sure did, man. And dude, you're fishing really good this year. You are. What, you're in second, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay, good. So. Okay, I'll leave it there. That's fine. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. But you're having a great year. Isn't he, Benton? He's having a great year.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's been killing it every year he's been on the Elite Series. I think he's been in the top 10 in points. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, he is a derber. You know what I mean? He's a derber. He's got that tattoo, and not where Robertson has his tattoo. He has a tattoo that says derber. Right there. You got that. Cook, it's good to see you here.
It's good to see y'all.
Yeah.
It's been about a year since I've been on here.
Yeah. And since Santee, maybe. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? Hey, you
I think I was wearing a Darth Vader helmet that night or something.
And I think Matt Robertson had a cardboard box on his head or something.
In a nightgown.
Like that. Yeah. But that was amazing. Your Darth Vader deal was outstanding. I gotta tell you. But I mean, really, we're just going straight forward, raw dogging today, bringing out the people of the journey, and you two do a really cool deal together, and it's called the Cutline on the YouTubes, and it documents the journey. And this is Andy. Let's bring out our next special guest. What do you think? Do we have on deck? All right, here he is. I'm playing on hold music. Representative Stray Cats will be right with you. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. It's Mr. Tristan Williams. He is the producer and videographer of the Cutline, and he is a birthday boy. Happy birthday to you today, sir, Tristan. Happy
Appreciate
birthday.
it.
Yeah. You, Laura from Bass, the squirrel from Rocky and Bullwinkle, and Shrek all have birthdays today. That's pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, good to know.
I like it. So here you are with your boys. I was like, are you on vacation? What's going on? Did they give you time off since Benton won? Is that how it goes? They like take the week off, son? See you at lay? How'd that go?
It don't work like that. We was right back after it. That's for sure. There was no time in between.
Hey, but amazing job on the Cutline. It's growing rapidly. Congratulations on that, boys. And I mean, let's face it, fourth season. You guys are up for an EGOT. Do you know what an EGOT is, Tristan?
No, sir.
Yeah, an EGOT is the most prestigious award one could possibly get in entertainment. It's an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony, all in one. And the Cutline is up for it in their fourth season. So congratulations on the fine work, Tristan, that you have done.
Sounds like a prestigious award.
Yes, it's very prestigious. Drew Cook, how do you feel to be a YouTube star?
I believe we're far from a YouTube star.
You're being modest.
No, honestly, whenever we started in this game, we started a little late to be, YouTube famous, like the Googans or Scott Martin or something like that. But honestly, we started it because we didn't want to, we wanted to put some stuff out there that was real life shit, like not, so let's get a pack of gummy worms and try to catch a bass on them.
Yeah, you wanted the blood, sweat, and tears. You wanted bloody thumbs. You know what I mean? You wanted, hey, man, I ain't cashing a check. Bass fishing sucks. You wanted, holy shit, I just made the top 10. Bass fishing is the best thing in the world. You wanted all that.
Exactly.
You wanted all
I wanted the highest of highs from winning an event to the lowest of lows of, being that guy that finishes 51st because you broke a 4-pounder off at the boat, or it come off swinging it in or something. Yeah. That's what we wanted, the real deal. All the driving, all the being away from your family, what it actually takes to be a professional bass fisherman.
Yeah, and Tristan's capturing it. And the Cutline is inspiring many professional anglers to start YouTube channels. I mean, Palaniuk, I think, may have been the first one. Was he, Benton? Was Palaniuk the first one? Tristan, was he? Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. I believe he's first.
I think he was the first one to document it. But guys, where'd Luke Palmer go? Did he go have a smoke? Oh, he's going to the bathroom. Okay. He didn't even raise his hand and ask, Andy. Did he ask you? Did he say, can I be excused? He didn't even do that. Tristan, what is it like to be behind the lens constantly? Like, it's and then you take your eye away from the lens, and then how does the world look then? Does it even look real?
Definitely looks a little blurry. You gotta definitely love what you do to be behind the lens as much as we are with doing the Cutline. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's blurry like Drew Cook at the Bassmaster Champions toast celebration. You know what I mean? That kind of blurry, Benton. You know what I'm saying?
That's blurry.
Hey, Palmer, we were just talking about you. Hey,
I don't know, my bad. Had to have that.
No, you're break. Fine. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes Fighter does that when he's on the show. He just goes out and burns a dart and comes back and don't even say anything. I'm like, where's Fighter at?
I think he actually went to go put aloe on his stomach. I don't know if you saw his social media picture. He got fried on the beach the other day.
Why didn't Cooper rub lotion on your belly? You could have had Cooper rub. Cooper puts lotion on bellies, I heard.
He puts the lotion on.
He puts the lotion on. He does.
Well, that's what happens when you sit on the beach for too long and sit with an ice chest between you. That's a bad idea. So,
hey, So, Palmer, we were just talking about how these guys with the Cutline and guys like Palaniuk have inspired anglers to do YouTube channels and document their Bassmaster Elite Series trials and tribulations, their journey. And you have done the same deal. You're living the Bassin life. You're living La Vida Loca right now.
It's I was like, that's not something I'm going to do. I mean, that's not me. It's, I like to go fish and go on about life. And, Aaron is, he got to doing mine, and he's been on me for 2 or 3 years now. And finally it was like, you know what, heck with it. Let's do it. And, I've enjoyed it. It's been a blast. And plus me and Aaron, we get along like brothers. So there's never a dull moment with us. And I think that's what makes it even funner is, me and him. I mean, he has absolutely no idea about fishing.
Okay.
He doesn't, absolutely nothing. Like, kid doesn't know anything. He said, and me and him are actually going fishing tomorrow here at Murray. And we've never got to fish together.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been, videoing me, and he's never picked up a rod and reel.
Well, that's pretty outstanding. Hey, Luke, let's bring on right now Bass Galaxy. Give it up for the producer and videographer of the Bass Life. It's Aaron. I don't know how the hell to say your last name. I'm not even going to try. Can you say your last name, Aaron? Say your last name.
Yeah, it's Script Check.
Script check.
Yep.
Aaron, so if you saw how it's, I wasn't even about to massacre it. Aaron Script Check. That's a good Slavic name. You ever been to Chicago, buddy? You sound like you could come from this area.
I do. I'm from like 3 hours north of Chicago, actually.
Now, I like you. I knew I liked you.
Yep.
I knew I liked you.
Yep.
And you are documenting the journey of Luke Palmer. This is a deal through your eyes. And through guys like Tristan's eyes and through guys like Kyle's eyes, you videographers are the new breed in Bassin of documenting history. How do you feel about that, Aaron? You are documenting history.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's been one of them things that we've talked for a few years since we met, that we wanted to try and get something started, and it just happened that finally talked him into it. We met and literally talked about a lot of this for a few years, and ended up starting to hunt whitetails down at his place in Oklahoma. And then from there, I was like, dude, we gotta get this going. Like, I want him to succeed just as much as anybody else. And I'm like, pretty much 6 months out of the year, I film and produce a hunting show.
Awesome.
And so that's when he seen us come down there and do that. He was like, all right, like, we got to try and do this and make it work. And it's been pretty awesome, especially like first year we're doing this, and then he goes out and wins one. Was pretty surreal.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And Aaron and Tristan, we have to extend our congratulations to you gentlemen as well, because this victory is yours as well, guys. It's not just Drew Cook's victory last year and Drew Benton's victory this year and Luke Palmer's victory this year. It's your guys' victory too. It's pretty special, isn't it, Tristan?
Yeah, it's always a blast, but obviously the trophies put a cherry on top for sure. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's almost like a little bit of temporary satisfaction, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a little bit of like, Aaron, you had to be thinking like, we did this. You know what I mean?
It's kind of funny because Tristan and I hang out quite a bit even during the tournaments, and he's seen it front and center this whole last weekend. I mean, once Luke was in third and I knew he had a shot at it, the rest of the weekend I got absolutely zero work done. I told Luke that right out. I'm like, hey man, your Lake Murray video is going to go on pause because I am not going to be able to concentrate. Like, I sat in that media trailer all day, every day, and it was kind of funny. I'm superstitious, and so I didn't watch Bass live on Saturday at all.
I'm the same way. I do the same things.
Yeah. And so I didn't watch him on Saturday, and then I was like, well, it worked on Saturday. He's leading this damn thing. Like, I can't watch Bass live on Sunday. So literally I had my phone sitting next to me in the trailer, and as soon as my phone would blow up, I knew he caught a fish. Like, all of our buddies, just Snapchatting and stuff like that. I was like, all right, if my phone vibrates, we're doing good. That's exactly what happens.
And it's tough when you have a personal relationship with a horse in the race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it drives you nuts. It's like if your kid's in the Little League World Series, you know what I mean? And it's like there's 7 games, or possibly 7. And it's going to drive you bonkers. You know what I mean, Benton? You're a ball player. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're a baller, Benton. I could tell. Panama City. You know what I mean? Hey, can you guys do a spring break video, Tris, at Panama City, please, with the Cutline? Cutline goes to Panama City.
I mean, we can try. I don't know if we'll get much done, but we can sure try.
Now, can we please get a collab? Can we get a collab? In fact, let's get a threesome going, and it'll be with Palinix deal and your guys' deal. So be Aaron, Kyle, and you, Tristan. You all get this big collab together. What do you think about that? Like a big.
It'd probably be a pretty
That would
good
be
time.
pretty wild.
Dude, it would be amazing. Like, you guys figure it out. It would be like, I mean, when you have like special guest appearances on whatever, on the Love Boat. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. It's like it's like when the Bigfoot was on the $6 Million Man. You know, I mean, you don't even know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's like when Pam Anderson would show up on Knight Rider, and you didn't even know it was Pam Anderson, but you're like, wow, holy cow, look at her. You know what I mean? That's what you need to do. You guys need to collab. Cook, what is going on with you? Are you there, Drew Cook? Drew?
I'm here.
Okay, cool. I just seen you for a second looking like a young Burt Reynolds over there in the corner. I didn't know what was going on. The screens are smaller here. But what do you think about a collab, guys?
I'm all about it. I think we should all collab with Bass and get some of their 486,000 subscribers on YouTube. That'd be cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're on to something, Drew. I do believe that everyone should collab because we're all in this same game together. You know, we're after the same common denominator. And I don't mean nomination or denomination, but I mean denominator. And that is the old buckethead, the green fish, the brown fish, whatever. And that is our root. But you, as professional anglers, make your living off the root. So why not everybody promote everybody? You know what I mean? It's all the same money. It's all the same boat. We're all on the thin raft.
A very thin raft.
Yeah. Come on. Hey, come on, Cook. Come on. You seem a little bit down here. Why are you disgruntled? Benton, is he disgruntled?
I don't know if he's disgruntled. I think it comes down to, and this has kind of been going around for a while. And I mean, as fortunate as we are to do this, it just feels like we're still stuck fishing for the same amount of money we're fishing in the 90s. And when people start talking about the money side of things, everything's great about what we do, but the money side of things still sucks. When we pay $45,000 to fish, and we fish for the same amount of money they were fishing for when they were paying $25,000 to fish. And it just, I don't know what's got to change to make that better. And I think that's probably where his attitude is coming from.
No, and I get it, and I know that. I know, and obviously I'm trying to pick for information here. But I mean, here's the deal, and this is how I look at it. I think that maybe eventually something is going to need to change. I do believe that you guys, and please, anybody interject at any time and tell me I'm wrong and talking bullshit, but anytime, any one of you guys. But I do think things may need to eventually change, or we may end up at another 2018.
100%. I mean, it happened in 06, it happened in 18, and it's building to happen again.
And 18 was a cancer. 18 hurt the bass. Here's what the most hurtful thing about that year was. It hurt the bass fishing fans. Now, I know you guys are talking about the monetary part and the compensations for bass fishing, but that really screwed with the fans. Okay? And second of all, it took money away from you guys, from what this ultimate goal is that you're talking about. That's my opinion. I don't know. But I think
it split the money big time. Sponsors money wise, all that got split for sure.
Well, what do you think about that, Cook? Is that part of it?
It's all part of it. Absolutely. The fishing industry's had the best 3-4 years since COVID. I mean, up 110, 120% from any other year. And nothing changed. They're doing you a favor for, for keeping you on.
Well,
I'll tell you this, Pat.
Go ahead.
This will put it in perspective. I'm fishing. I've been doing this now 10 or 11 years, right?
Yeah.
I still buy my reels.
I do too.
Interesting.
Me 3.
Wow.
So and there's like a misconception about, that we get all this stuff. There's just so many pieces of the pie. And when you've got high school, college, you got the YouTube group that just, makes videos. Then you got tournament guys, opens, Toyota series, elite series, MLF stuff. You got all that. And there's so many pieces of the pie. There's not enough to go around. And it's just, we're feeling it now for real. I mean, it's not the same.
And you just won $100,000 and you're saying this.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty strong. What's the solution? Do you anglers have a solution? Is share the money? Is that what you were saying? Is that what I'm hearing from Cook? Share the money?
I think we need more non-endemic companies to get involved. And with live going on FS1 and granted, live bass fishing on national television is very new.
Yeah.
But at some point that's got to translate to more dollars. If we're getting told all the time, we're growing in viewership and all this, we brought $35 million to Knoxville to impact that community. $35 million from the Bassmaster Classic coming to Knoxville. And it's not increasing for us. The cost of living's going up, but we're still stuck in the 90s, I feel like, as far as, what we're competing for. We're just a bunch of guys in a big club competing for our own money still to this day. And
interesting.
It's just not climbing like we were hoping.
So non-endemics would change that in your opinion, Benton. What would change it in your opinion, Cook?
Same, absolutely. We need, literally, you could get one sponsor that could throw all kinds of money, but we just got to have the people that go after those sponsors. Quit going after the fishing industry sponsors. Like, that's all tapped out.
It's only so much blood, isn't it?
TD Ameritrade, Bank of America, something, along those lines to just watch a PGA Tour event, watch the Masters, look at all those billboards, all those little billboards that get mentioned one time, they pay probably 15 times the amount the biggest sponsor pays for at the Classic.
Hey, so Luke Palmer, let me ask you this question. In your opinion, as a 5-year, this is your 5th year, right? Isn't that what we said?
Yeah.
5th year. 5 years on the tour. Why would a non-endemic sponsor, let's take a watch company or something, okay? Let's take iPhone. Let's say iPhone, okay? Why would iPhone sponsor Bassmasters when wouldn't they be like, wait, what's the professional league? What is it? Is it Bassmaster? Or is it MLF? Is it Tackle Pro Tour? Is it YouTube Guy? Is it who's the pro? Who's the pro? How do you sort that, Luke?
That's the issue we deal with now. That used to not be an issue. You knew Bassmasters was it. Back when we grew up watching it stuff, that's it. That's all there was, and everybody knew Bassmasters. And like I said, now the piece of the pie is cut in slivers. It's I don't know, to get people to really push to go to that. They got to understand that bass is where it's at. I don't know. That would be that's an issue, but like you said, like, one deal at the PGA deal is not even comparison to what it would to be to wrap one of our boats.
Yeah. But again, that is a sport. That's not that we're a professional sport, but that is a very definable, distinguishable sport with no gray area. One professional league. Oh, two.
That's not true. I was about to say that's not
true.
They just went through a 2019 themselves.
Yeah, I got you there. So PGA might not be the best of an example, but to the best of historically, let's say. Okay.
The only thing that they've got on us is it's been around for like 100 years, and professional fishing has been around since the 60s and 70s. So, I mean, they have time on their side. But
Rolex.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's one of those things. Well, you think at some point that okay, all this innovation, all this new stuff, the new live and all that's going to translate to more dollars eventually, and we're just not seeing
it. Yeah, I don't know. As bass fishing fans, it gets overwhelming sometimes.
Well, I got one for you, Pat.
Please go.
So, it's so watered down, professional fishermen now.
Yeah.
There is a commercial that I saw the other day. I've got nothing against the guy, but he fishes the opens, and he is on this commercial as the professional fisherman. And that's where our issue. This should have been Drew Benton or a Luke Palmer or a Brandon Polinick or Kevin Van Dam or Swindle, somebody that was actually a professional bass fisherman. But nobody knows.
But it's great. Because it's too gray.
You can look his name up on Bassmaster, and it says Opens Pro. It says the word PRO right there. So that's another thing. I mean, everything's so watered down now.
Yeah, the professionals, in my opinion, it stands are only the anglers at the highest level of bass fishing, and in my eyes, that's BASS, and then there is the anglers at the other leagues too. There are still some very good top dog anglers in there, but I don't know. A lot of them are getting forgotten too. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? And that's a reflection of that it's overwhelming. There's too much. There's too much. And grow the sport? Gosh dang right, grow the sport. But let's grow the one professional league. I don't know how else to put it. I'm probably wrong. I don't know. I just talk about fishing. I love and fish. That's what I do. That's what I'm best at. So, I mean, you know what I mean? I talk a lot. Hey, but now back to the videographers. How you guys doing over there, Aaron and Trist? You guys doing okay?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So think about this: you guys would make so much more money if these guys were getting non-endemic sponsors. Just know that. So I need you guys to work harder to get Luke and the Drews non-endemic sponsors. Okay, so let's have fun with this. Trish,
ask Aaron what he's buy when he gets home. Ask him what he's going to buy when he gets home.
Wait, what's that?
Ask Aaron what he's going to buy when he gets home.
What are you going to buy?
A jet ski.
A jet ski, like so Kenny Powers.
There's a story behind it. So one of my good buddies back home, he found a really good deal on one of them Sea-Doo Sparks, and this is like a couple months ago or whatever.
Okay, on the Sea-Doo, yeah.
I have a cabin up northern Wisconsin, and so he's like all pumped to go up there with it and whatever and party and blah blah blah. So he's like, "Oh, are you gonna get one?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Well, tell Luke to win one already, and then you can just take the bonus money and buy one." So that was a joke all year. I'm like, "Dude, you got to win one. Like, come on, it's getting close to summer. I need a jet ski. Like, let's do this shit."
There it is.
He wins on he wins on Sunday. I looked at him like, well, thanks. I'm gonna go buy a jet ski when I fly home. So
hey, but Luke
that's
didn't.
the joke.
He didn't tell you that he fires 1 ounce tungstens at jet skiers. Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he didn't tell you that shit right there.
Oh, no, I throw lead.
Yeah, that's lead. That's right. Yeah. The old school in it. Old school. Hey, so Aaron, if you could pick a non-endemic sponsor, for the Bass Life show, Living the Bass Life, who would the non-endemic sponsor be besides Sea-Doo?
Hooters.
I was just gonna say Hooters.
Oh, Hooters is good.
Ultra.
Oh, yeah, okay. I like it. Let's go Hooters. Could you live with Hooters, Palmer? Could you live with that as a non-endemic sponsor?
If they pay me $100,000, I don't give a damn what they put on the side of the boat.
What if they only paid 20? Would you still take them?
I'd probably so.
You wouldn't kick those Hooters girls out of the sack for $20K, would you?
Yeah, probably not. No,
Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. Hey, Trist, for the Cutline, who's your non-endemic sponsor? Who would suit Drew Cook and Drew Benton the best?
Oh, I don't know about that. So I would go Amazon. Seems like they got all the money in the world.
Amazon. The Cutline, brought to you by Amazon. Wow.
Yeah.
It's got a ring. What do you think about that, Drews?
I like it, but I'm pretty sure somebody already burned that bridge.
You remember that one? You remember that white dog in the cartoons? It's like he's like, "We'll never make it. We're doomed." That's you, Cook. That's you right now.
No, I would love to have Amazon. Anything. I really don't care. We could have freaking Tampax, whatever.
Yeah, Fleshlight, whatever.
Yeah.
All that. Lover's Lane.
Pulling strings and making dreams.
That's right, bud. Trucker's friend. All that stuff. All that stuff. Hey, I want to close the show here with some accolades again to your guys' YouTube stuff, because it's a pretty cool deal that these guys are capturing it. And Aaron and Trish, you're doing a heck of a job. So I got to ask you, Tristan, first. Who is your influence in this industry as a videographer, in the bass fishing industry, and then out of the industry? Who are your influences?
Honestly, I mean, in the industry, I was watching a lot of Kyle's stuff before I started any of this. When the Drews approached me, I had seen that they were kind of growing, and that it could be something, I guess, in the industry that was successful doing all this YouTube stuff. I do think that the stuff that we do with these YouTube channels could help bass grow from the social media side and the revenue from just views. I think if everybody teams up and there's more anglers starting these channels, kind of doing stuff similar to what we're doing, will overall help the industry. But yeah, I really like Kyle's work outside of bass fishing stuff too. I don't know, I guess
he's a real man's man, that Kyle. You know what I mean? That Vandy Hammer's he's something else.
Yeah, he's talented for sure.
Yeah,
can learn a lot from him.
Yeah, he's something else. How about you, Aaron? Who's your influences?
I mean, he hit it right on the head. I mean, Luke filled you guys in. I still don't give two shits about fishing, to be completely honest. I really don't. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, it's funny. We have this conversation all the time, go out for practice or whatever. And it's like, I just sit back there and I'm chilling, just doing my own thing. And he knows that. Like, he knows I know what I'm doing. I'm going to get what I need to get. And at the end of the day, like, I don't fish, so I can't be like, I wish you would do this, or I wish you'd go fish that, or, I have no idea. Like, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. So when I got into the fishing stuff, like, that's, obviously you start watching Brandon Polnick stuff, and Vandy Hammer just absolutely kills it. And being like in the fishing side and in the hunting side, like, obviously when I came and started watching Brandon stuff, I'm like, holy shit, like, who is his videographer? And you looked him up right away, and like, that's who, like, I still watch every one of Brandon's videos. Like, I just to kind of nitpick and figure out, like, holy shit, like, how's he doing that? Or how's Kyle getting that shot? Or how's his audio? And like, I mean, it was just funny. Yesterday I was talking to Luke, and we were sitting on the beach and we were talking about this, and I was like, it's very weird to me that, like, you kind of look up to a guy like Kyle to, like, every day you want to get better at what you're doing for work. And then when he like jumps off the stage after Luke wins and he's like, he's bullshitting with you and having a good time and laughing, and he's telling you like, hey man, keep up the good work, like on Luke's stuff, like it's pretty legit. And I'm just like, holy shit, that's kind of weird, like
dude's a legend.
It's just, he's a guy that, he's literally one of the best in the game. He is probably the best in the game on the fishing side. And I see a lot of work on the hunting side, and I guarantee you give a lot of them guys a run for their money.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And look at the Okeechobee tournament that Kyle did. I'm the star of that video.
You are the star. I saw that. That was awesome. I'm waiting for the day that you're my marshal.
I can't wait, Coach. For real. We are going to cut it TF up. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't going to catch shit.
Hey, I got to tell you, boys, all of you right here, congratulations. One big family. You guys did it. You did it.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, pretty amazing, guys. And the whole Bass Galaxy is extremely proud of all of you. And I agree with you. You should, all of the Elite Series YouTube anglers and BASS should help contribute to building each other's channels, right? I mean, why not? Because, again, it's all the same money, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. Why not? Nope. Why shouldn't Luke Palmer have 40,000 subscribers and Bassmaster have 40,000? And you know what I mean? Everybody have a plethora of subscribers. And then that means more sea-doos for Aaron. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's cool on the fishing side is literally, I mean, like I said, Tristan and I hang out at every tournament, but it's like across the board, every YouTube channel, they're videographers. Everyone gets along with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the hunting industry can be very cutthroat as far as your film guys and your videographers and photographers. But even like from the videographers to the photographers at Bass, Kyle, Jesse, Dalton Tumblin, Shane Durant's, like, we all get along super well. Like, and I think that's pretty badass.
And here's something I'm going to tell you. This is pretty much how you can, like, and go ahead, anybody argue with me. Pretty much you can kind of tell that most camera guys, they're pretty cool. They're kind of like long hairs. Most of the time you run into people, long haired dudes, they're pretty cool. You know what I mean? Now, like, you got to figure dude's pretty cool. And same thing with camera guys. You run into camera guy, Iko all day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bud? That's what I'm saying. Hey, Bass Galaxy, give it up for your Lake Murray champion, Drew Benton, and your Santee Cooper champion, Luke Palmer. Yes, sirree, Bob. Drew Cook, you're a badass. I love you, dude. You're freaking awesome. You're freaking awesome.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man, for real. And Tristan and Aaron, keep up the good work. And someday you'll be better than Kyle Vandy Hammer. Yeah, that's what I
don't know about that.
Hey, oh, wait, hold on. Before we go, I have to do this. Hey, Palmer, we're giving away some sunglasses on your behalf, so you got to go into the glove box and get some sunglasses out. But Waterland is giving away some sunglasses today. And, Ginge, can you send him the Waterland? Sorry to put you on the spot. I forgot about all this. I just got to talking about things and this. Oh, you don't have it yet? Okay, well, so we have 3 like and share prizes tonight. And it's going in the randomizer in seconds. So if you haven't liked and shared the Facebook feed, you should, because you get Waterland sunglasses. Also, get this, Drew and Luke, a Power Pole fun pouch. I know that you, Luke Palmer, credited Power Poles for your 25 to 45 flips per tree. And you, Benton, you also were stealthing around in the old Power Pole move, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Things fast and quiet and slip right up on them.
Yeah, it's sneaky like the ninja producer over here. It is. And we're not giving away a set of power poles or a power pole move, but we're giving away a power pole fun pouch. And also the last prize is Kevin Van Darn line and lure spray. When KVD comes back to Bass, he'll be Kevin Van Dam again. Right now he's still Kevin Van Darn. All right, Luke Palmer, would you like to give away the official Waterland Sunglasses prize? Did you see the text that came through?
Dustin Hobbs. Is that right? Is that how I said it? Dustin.
We didn't even build it up. You just busted it out. You just prematurely did something.
No.
He was excited.
Yeah, you were so excited. You're just like, Dustin Hobbs. You won.
Yeah.
You won the Waterland.
Come on. That's all I had.
It's a race, Pat.
Dustin Hobbs, you won the Waterland Sunglasses. Heck yeah. Hey, boys, congratulations again, and I will see all of you on the northern swing. I'll see you up here at the Yankee Rose. You know what I mean?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, thanks
We gotta
again.
get in.
Yeah, hey, all of you guys, thanks for your support of Stray Cast. I appreciate it, guys. Especially you, Drews, and Palmer over the years. Appreciate you guys, man.
Thank you, Pat.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Pat.
All right, keep kicking ass, all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Drews, Luke, and video guys extraordinaire, Aaron and Tristan. That's another episode of Stray Cast, a glorified version of the Bass Fishing Talk Show. Holy cow. That went by. Hey, we still got 2 prizes, right, Gingy? We got 2 of them, and you gonna hit them over to me? Is that how we're doing this? Okay. So we have the official power pole, swag bongo, and okay, here we go. Ready? What do you got? The first, Justin. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, this is line, or that's here. This is the winner of the line and lure, right, Ginge? This is Justin Tritt. Justin Tritt, you're the winner of the KVD line and lure spray pack. Includes bow to stern and Arma Shield. Compliments of Isaac and line and lure. Now we got one more, right, Ginge? Oh, here it is. I got it. This. I like how you spoke French in this, Ginge. I like your skills as a Frenchman. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the power pole swag pouch is the one and only Bruce Denson. Bruce Denson, you are the winner of the power pole swag pouch. Not Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, but Bruce Denson. All right, magic happens on Stray Cast. That was a fun show, Ginge. I like doing bass fishing talk shows. It's fun stuff. Hey, Bass Galaxy, you're the reason for this whole deal. Andy Ellenberger, thanks for keeping it together. JR Rockin' Show Fantasy, hell of a job on the chatting board. Our guests are amazing tonight, all of them. All our guests. Thanks to everybody at Bassmaster. Thanks to our fine sponsors that keep the fin raft afloat, man. OmniaFishing.com, your place for the finest bass and tackle. Power pole down for pleasure. Crestliner boats keep you afloat. Abu Garcia and both. A Berkeley, a Bates, a Waterland Shades, Bob's Jack Plates, an Impulse Lithium and Calsac Bass. Oh, half a spot Alpha Angler. Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey, Ichikawa Poisonous Dart Hooks, and Sims Family of Fishing. This has been the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show. I'm Pat Renwick, and I'm out of here. I love you all. See you next week, right here. Same bass place, same bass channel. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what we're doing. Peace.